Hi guys, this is Molly. I want to show you how I use Photoshop Elements 14 in my paper crafting and digital fun, and it is a wonderful program. If you use Silhouette, Cameo, or Silhouette Design, you will feel at home when you come to Photoshop. There are differences. Each one is great, but you will feel pretty comfortable here. If you have not used a program like that, then it may be a little bit scary for you, but it's really easy, so I want to get you familiar with it. I've opened Photoshop Elements 14. I am on the expert screen right here. This is what the expert screen looks like. If I had gone to guided, it's great for Photoshop editing. You can see where it gives you a bunch of hints on how to edit your photos. Fabulous. And you can go on quick, which it gives you some real smart fixes and all. But these two, quick and guided, are more for photos. I'm going to go to the expert where we can do some digital graphics. Okay, I'm going to go to File. These are your buttons up here that you're going to just want to click on each one, see what they say, get familiar with it. You're not going to break it, just hit the button. And then this is your toolbar we're going to try to learn. So I'm going to do File, New, Blank File, and then I'm not going to title it because I don't plan on saving it as a preset. If you want to create your own shape, let's say you want to do planner pages or something, you could name it and then save your preset, and then that size would come up when you want it to. But I'm going to go to preset, and instead of custom, I'm going to pick US paper, and I'm going to save all the default settings except for background content. Instead of white, I'm going to go to transparent. That is how I can save to PNGs or do more editing and not have to worry about different colors and stuff showing through. It's just, I like things on a transparent background. So we're going to hit OK. So we went under, instead of custom originally, it showed US paper, letter. You can pick legal or tabloid if you drop down. But I'm picking letter, 8.5, accepting all those. But from white, we're changing to transparent. That changed it to custom. Not saving that preset, but anyway, we're going to hit OK. And then there we have this screen. So this is one of the active screens. Okay, now I'm going to open a paper background. What we're going to create is that little card where we made the for the graphic 45 baby boy and baby girl. I'm going to show you something similar to that. Okay, so we're going to go up here, and I'm going to go to my file that's on my computer. I have a hard drive. I've gone to the scrapbooking, and instead of elements, I'm going to go back to scrapbooking, and I'm going to come down here to paper. And you're going to see where I have too many papers. And I'm going to come down. I think I have one that's called notebook paper or something. So we got notebook and line papers. So we're just going to pick a vintage paper. Vintage, grungy. This one says lined antique paper grungy. This is where I've downloaded tons of stuff from Pinterest and the internet. So that opened that. Isn't that pretty? I'm just going to drag it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I have two active pieces of, screens open. This is now the active one. See how it's got a blue mark around it? And my clicker's on it. I'm going to come up here to the word select. See on my toolbar down here. See the word select. I'm going to check the little, arrow, perpendicular arrows. Grab this thing, and I'm going to drag it over here. Now I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it anymore. Okay, now this is selected. You can see the bounding box around it. And now you can see there are two layers over here. I have my background layer, and I've got my little artwork layer. You can barely see that piece of artwork. But I'm going to make sure this is highlighted blue or it has the bounding box. And I'm going to just drag this bigger to cover my background. Yay. Okay, so now I have this. Oop, got a little transparency showing us. So I moved a little bit. So now I've got two layers. There's my background paper. You can barely, I'm going to try to zoom in. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got blue lines on it. Faint, but there's blue lines. But isn't that a pretty background paper? So now we're going to go, this is what I did for the, card I did before. I'm going to open a couple of pieces of artwork. And gosh, I hope I can remember where I put them. Let me go to this PC. I think maybe downloads. No, let's go to this PC. Documents, maybe. We're going to just pick anything in a minute. We're going to pick this little flower right here because that's what we want. So you can see now we're under photo bin. I've got the two things active again. I'm going to click on this one, see how it's bounded in blue, or my squares on it, and I'm just going to drag it to here. Okay, now I'm going to, it's still active, and I'm going to get rid of it. Just close it out because I don't need it. Okay, So now I've got my sunflowers over here. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me make this box bigger for us. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm trying hard not to cover my work area down here. Okay, so you can see how those things don't go together too much. Now you can do a couple of things. Let me zoom in. You can use these tools over here to cut away the background, which is pretty. Or you can come over here and see where it says normal. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit darken. And look how that just blended it into the paper. It doesn't always work that beautifully, but it does a lot of times. Now, okay, so this is sunflowers. I happen to use the little baby. Let me see if so that's sunflowers. I'm going to put that there. Okay, now let's see if I can open the little baby because I don't know where he is. It may take, oh wait, I think I just saw him. There he is. Here he is. Okay, so here's the baby. I clicked and opened him. Under there, you can see where I have. Okay, we've got our little baby boy on here and we've darkened him to kind of blend in. Now we want to try to get rid of some of this squareness, let's say. You have a couple of different ways you can do it. If you have a great contrast between things, you can come up here, grab this lasso tool, and if you see where you start dragging it around here, it's trying to find the difference between the edges. Wait, hold on, let me grab. I've got him. Hold on, what's going on? There you go. And it's see how it's trying to find the difference? And you can hit edit, cut, and it'll actually get rid of some of that. But boy, that makes him blend in too much for me. It kind of loses that vintage look. But it's that easy sometimes to cut away. So let me undo one more time, get rid of that selection. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to eraser, and I'm going to pick a brush. Let's see what I'm going to, I have a lot of brushes, so just kind of bear with me. I'm going to go down to grunge brush set maybe. Yeah, let's try this one. And I'm going to try this, and it's way too big. I'm going to just scale down the size. You can see where as you scale it up or down, it shows you how big it's going to get. Okay, so I'm still on this, and I'm on eraser. It's just changing the shape of my eraser by using a brush. It's changing it from a square brush or a round brush like you have on a pencil to a shape. And what that does is see how it kind of lets me soften it up without hard edges. I don't know how else to word it. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit littler. And the distress brush is not a whole brush. In other words, it's not, it's got holes in it. It's like you took a sponge and you were erasing with a sponge. Okay, see how that's leaving a much softer edge? I'm liking that better. Okay, so we're just going in and softening him up. Okay, I went too far. Try not to do it in big swatches or you'll end up having to redo everything you did. Let me just, and click and click and click and click. Okay, hopefully you can see the difference there. Okay, so that's soft enough for me right this minute. Okay, so we've got our baby boy on there. Now the next thing we're going to do is hit text. We're going to draw a text box. We've got our text box. We'll come down here and pick the font we want. Vintage Frames. I use Vintage Frames 22 regular, and I've selected a color of blue. This doesn't match the basic gray, the Graphic 45 book idea, but I just selected this color blue. I actually picked it right out from underneath his arm with the color picker. I just took this eyedropper, came over here, and boop, and picked that color, and it showed up. So now I've got that. So I'm going to type in, come back up here and type in my letter. Wait, let me get back up here and type. Well, let me do that over. Sorry about that, Shy. Okay, you can see the cursor there. Okay, so I'm going to type A, no, B, no, oh, it switched from vintage to myriad, whatever that is. I'm going to go back here to vintage. F, G, H, I, hold on. Let me come down here and see if I can pick a different, no, that's the one I used. Oh, it was this one. It wasn't 022 I used. Oh, sorry about that, Shy. It was the 22. Too many choices. Okay. B, C, and you can see where I'm just hitting and going backwards. Oh, it went back to Myriad Pro. Gosh darn. C, I'm going back. D, E, F, G, and then I'm just hitting the backspace until I find one because it's so big. I, JKL. Oh, wait, hold on. Which one was that? That's the one I used. Okay, so I'm going to click between here, and I'm going to get rid of that one. So that is the L, actually, I think. So we're going to hit OK. I'm going to make this box a little bit littler, as little as I can make it for my letter to still fit in there. Because once I hit OK, and I come over here to drag this puppy, I want to still be able to see it. You can see the thing. I'm going to circle him around, line him up, come over here and drag a corner of him. Okay, hold on. Let me straighten him up. Nope, he's still not straight. Let me straighten him up. Okay, there you go. Now, remember we've got different layers. And see, this is saying L because that's actually a font. Okay, I've hit OK, and it put him right there. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab this square rectangle box, the square marquee. I'm going to come over here and grab I'm on the layer that is the letter. I'm going to grab that. And then I'm going to edit, copy, edit, paste. You didn't need to hit cut. Okay, and now you can see I have two of them. So what I'm going to do is hit select, and I'm going to take the one that's just by itself. See how it's got a small box around it? And I'm going to get rid of this one with this big old huge box. And by hitting delete layer. Yes, I want to delete that. Because when I go to make all my edits and stuff, it's just nicer not to have all that extra space around there. Plus, if you're going to make it a PNG or save it for a cutting file, better to not have any extra stuff in your way. Plus, now, do you see where the width and height is showing up for me? So I can take, hold on, I'm in my keyboard's way. Okay, I can take that and see now it's 5.97 inches wide. And I can take this and just make the height 3.94, 4.06, 3.94. So now I have a 4x6 frame. Okay, I did that by just using this square. I used a square marquee. I went around where the letter was, hit copy, hit paste, and then clicked on the original one, got rid of it by deleting it, and then made this one, and now I have one the right size. Okay, so we'll put him here. Ooh, it's kind of harsh looking though, don't you think? Now we can do a couple of things. We can darken it. Nope, that didn't do too much. We can multiply it. Ooh, that changed the color too much. What I'm going to do instead is go up here to where it says opacity and just kind of soften it up some to where it kind of blends in like it's been washed out. Okay, let's say you don't like this color, because I don't. Okay, you have a couple of choices. If this were solid, or had a lot of solid pieces, you could go to fill and fill it with a new color. Just pick a new color down here. Let's say I want to pick this blue or this blue. I'm still not loving that. Let's say I want to pick this. Whoop, I was almost there. See, I'm just sliding this down so I can see the different blues. Let's say I want to pick this blue, and I wanted to come up here and hit fill, and I'm going to hit fill. If I hit fill and click on it, oh, it did not too bad job, but you can see how it left all these pieces not done. I'm going to hit undo because I am too lazy for that. Hit enhance. We're going to go to color, hue and saturation, and we're going to just play with the color slider some. And so, hold on. We're going to see if we can't get a color we like. Okay, I like that one better. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, so we're going to bring him down here, make him a little littler. Okay, now you can put him up in there, or you can move him out here, either one. And that's all I did to make that little journal box. So, pretty easy. Let's do one more up here. I got rid of that sunflower in editing. So let's go back up here, and we're going to open that sunflower. And we're going to drag him onto here. And we're going to get rid of this one. And we're going to take this sunflower and build it up a little more. Hold on. We're going to put him up there. And we're going to hit, oh, we've got to accept the size. Remember how we talked about it? Won't let you do too much until you say yes or no to a question. We're going to darken it. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? We're going to come over here to text. We're going to draw ourselves a text frame about as big as we need. And then we're going to pick a different color here. I'm going to go over here to color picker. And I'm going to pick that brown that, let's pick a green. I'm going to pick color picker and I'm going to pick green. Okay, so we're going to pick the green of this leaf. See how I just picked the eyedropper, came over here and just picked a color. And then it shows it right here. Now I'm going to go to text, and that color green is what I chose. So I'm going to draw my text box, and I'm going to be typing B. Ooh, that's pretty. C, D, E, F, and I'm just hitting the letter and then backspace until I find one I like. Ooh, I like that one. Do you like that one? If I hear you, does that mean I'm hearing? Oh, I like that one. Okay, that is some letter. I'm gonna. What letter is it? J? No. Okay. Yeah, it's K. Okay, we'll hit OK. And then, now I showed you how to change the color on with the slider bar. Whoop. Oh, that might be too big. That might actually be too big of a frame. See what I'm saying about how if you don't cut and edit this thing, it gets too big for you. I'm going to put that right there. And I'm actually going to take and let me click off of it. I'm going to accept that size, accept the size. I'm going to come over here and click in the square here. That highlighted that. And now I'm going to backspace the K, L. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's the same one. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. This must sound U, V. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to do V. So that's V. And while it's highlighted, while I'm editing my letter, I can come down here under color. And let's pick a gold. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here under this. I'm going to hit OK. So I picked the color. And it changed while it was under edited and highlighted. It should have changed the color. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, now I'm actually going to take this and move it down under the flowers. Wait a minute, where'd we go? Where's the flowers? I'm going to move that under the flowers. So the flowers are on top. I'm going to take this thing. I'm going to highlight the frame, hopefully. Highlight the frame. And I'm going to hit darken. I'm going to hit multiply. Oh, there you go. Ooh, look what the multiply did to it. And see, this is on top now. So now I can redo this. Let me hit multiply and see what happens. Nope, don't like multiply. Okay, so now you have a pretty frame with a flower on it. Now, let's say, I don't know why that happened. Oh, I must have hit crop. Okay, let's say, I'm sorry, just forget that point. Let's say right here, when I click on this frame, I can't see what size it is because it's too big. So again, I'm going to come up here to this little thing. I'm going to draw a box around it. Hit edit, copy, edit, paste. I got 2 copies now. I'm going to come down and grab the big one. Wait, let me hit select, move this one out of my way, hit the big one, and delete that layer. Yes, I want to delete the layer, and then I'm going to just move this back. Now, when I click on it, I can see what size it is, and it's it's too tall. It's 5.94. Okay, that's about right. Then I'm going to come down here and make it. You see where the size has changed, 4.9, 4.96. So now that's my 4x6 frame. So now I have that. Let's say I don't like this leaf right here. I can come here. Well, let me select the leaf panel. Let me select the flower panel. I'm going to come grab this rectangular box. This layer is selected. And I'm going to highlight that part, and I'm going to hit edit, cut. Oh, look, that's better, don't you think? Oh, I like it much better. Okay, so now we're going to come in with text. We're going to put a box right here. We're going to pick, instead of inch frames, we're going to pick a font, and we're going to pick just any old thing, because if you're not asleep by now, you will be in a minute. Did I mention I have too many frames? I'm going to just hit this U.S. declaration. I'm going to hit size 36, let's say. Ooh, that's too big. I'm going to hit size 24. You are, oh, I'm on caps. Let me get off caps. You are my sunshine. Now, why is it doing that? Aha, I'll show you. I have it set on 24, but I have my spaces in the middle as 18. I'm going to set them to 24. It spaces them out better. What happens if I set them to 30? Better. What happens if I set them to 36? Better. Okay. So now I have typed in here this. Well, who the heck would put yellow with yellow? So what we're going to do is click on the, not there, click in the box. Whoop, click in the box. See how that's highlighted? And I can come down here, pick my color. I'm going to hit this little universal thing, and I'm going to come way down here and pick that color, and let's see what happens. Oh, okay, that's better. You are my sunshine. Or you could have put your baby's name, or you could have put your little girl's favorite saying, or whatever. So now you can see where you can make just easy breezy cards. Okay, I'm sorry if I took you all around the world to show you this, but what I want to do is get you feeling comfortable with Photoshop Elements 14 and trying things. Then please don't be like me and go crazy and download every little thing you see on Pinterest or from DeviantArt. Did I tell you about DeviantArt? Oh my gosh. But do collect yourself up some things. There is tons of free stuff for personal use, tons of free stuff that you can use for commercial use if you read the terms of use, but there's also plenty of great digital kits you can buy and all. And vintage artwork is free to use if it's outside of its copyright life. So have fun playing. Don't be scared to hit a button and see what you come up with. Y'all have fun. Let me know what you make. Bye-bye.